Ahoy, you all. Hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. And so, what I've actually noticed, I want to say, well, today and lately on back, now the vibe that I'm getting, it's like I'm getting mixed signals. So, and I don't know if this means that, okay, this is like civil war is a brewing and this is like the quiet before the storm, or is it civil war is gonna virtually means world war, because virtually we're all going through the same issues as far as country, because we'll think like, oh, it's just here where it's immigration problem, or it's just here where there's housing issue or homelessness or craziness, even with loss of jobs and all that. And you'll think it's just us with the craziness, since we're literally in a crazy country with every day is something crazy, but no, it's everywhere. So I'm thinking like when it pops, it's going to be such a domino effect. So basically, as far as the energies, so, and I don't know if this, and like honestly for me, like I said, I'm noticing a little bit of everything, but what I have noticed was after the election, I've noticed a kind of like a shocking quiet. I don't know if it's a quiet because maybe I'm still in shock, or maybe I'm exhausted. Maybe I don't know what it is, but it's like a strange quiet. Like I said, I haven't met, other than online, I haven't met anyone that's like a hardcore, oh gosh, I got my fist in the air, go Trump, or anybody that seems fully depressed about Kamala. And maybe that's where the quietness is. Maybe that's why it's quiet, because I don't know what it is, but I've noticed in this. And then I'm also noticed that the foreigners have been really kind, like kind toward, opening doors, actually saying go ahead. And I'm not saying that it never happened, but it's something about here in California. It's like you don't get the helping hand here in California. You'll get the slapping hand, but like now, as far as me helping somebody, or other people helping you across the street, or feeding you when you're hungry, unless it's something in it for them, that's something that I don't see that happening, because I haven't seen it happening in the years that I've been here. But I have noticed lately, the foreigners have been really nice. I don't know if they want to kiss my butt now, because they know that like they don't want me. They thought you were scared of Trump. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But I don't know what it is. But it's like, I feel like lately, and again, this could be a part of the quiet before the storm, but I've noticed that the others, or the foreigners, they've been kind of kissing my butt lately. And not going out their way to do it, but being helpful, or holding the door, being kind. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, because that's probably what they should have been doing in the first place. But I'm just saying it doesn't happen like that all the time here in California, because it's like I say, nothing but selfish people here. And like I said, if you find somebody that's kind, it's not going to be every person, maybe one in a million. But like, that's basically what I'm saying. And then people that do help you, it's something in it for them. They'll do it as a tax write-off, or they'll do it to be seen on social media. They're not doing it out the kindness of their heart, like I say. So lately I have, and I appreciate the kindness, but everybody's been really kind. Like almost like low-key, like kiss my butt kind of. I'm thinking like, oh, do you know I'm the rightful owner? Or is this something that you know that I don't? I'm thinking like, I appreciate it, but I've noticed that. And the only time that I've noticed aggression, now I did notice this one. It was kind of funny, but it's also like, wow, it won't be funny if everyone does this though. So basically, I upon getting off the train, so when you get off the train, there's a bus stop. So if you get off the train, you can take the bus, or I guess you could just, if that's your destination, you could just go about your business. But basically, there was a bus stop. So the Dash bus stopped, and it took off. And I guess it took off maybe 1 or 2 seconds before an elderly man went to get on. So he was so upset. So basically the bus leaves. I guess they figured once they leave the curb, they got to keep going, because it'll be unsafe to have you jump on if their tires aren't hugging the curb. So basically, long story short, the bus took off, or at least left the curb. So the elderly gentleman basically took his cane and started beating him, like hitting the window, and he was really upset by this bus not stopping. But I'm thinking like, these buses run every 15-20 minutes. Some of them come back to back, like I would say you'll see one. And I guess around that time, I guess you could call that rush hour. But I'm like, people get so angry over the littlest thing. And I'm thinking like, if he's mad because he missed a bus, do you know how many times those buses speed off on people? They'll wait until your feet go to step up on the step, and they'll take off. Like, that's why I was like, when people run after buses, I'm like, wow, you are a trooper. Like when I see people literally run, and it's like, mind you, the bus is still there, and you just take your next step, you'll be on the bus, that bus will take off. And I'm just, Some of that stuff where you see and like, wow. But you know, it'd be one thing if you have to wait 100 years. Like literally, the buses they come back to back. Even in traffic, there's still another one's going to come. That's what I'm saying. So, but just imagine if everybody's mad. Just somebody stepped on my shoe or somebody messed up, and then everybody want to beat. They don't just want to beat the bus. They want to beat you. So if you think of it like that, I'm like, wow. And I'm thinking like, would that be the start of the whole quote unquote civil war? Because we have the environment for it. I'm sure at this point, everybody done lost their job, probably done got evicted already. So money is scarce. And then food is scarce too, because most of it's poisoned. And then if you think about it like that, okay, now I gotta scrape up for what I can get, and then hold on to what I have because things are scarce. And then on top of that, then you have the whole migrants or the immigrants that are here that said they ain't going nowhere, or then you got the ones who are in here I'm here just to go against America or American, so it's like we got all of the check marks when it comes to how to start a civil war. Because I'm thinking like, if all it takes is, I missed the bus or I lost my job and I'm flipping tables and even the attacks, it's like if you can get, attacked in public and get taken out just based for voting, it's just really getting really real out here. And there's something about this election too. It's like bringing out demons in people. And I don't know if it's whatever happened in 2020. It's like it's activating the zombie in us. It's like we're not. When I say these people are mutants, I'm not just saying just here. Everybody's becoming mutants. It's like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something in the air. Could be the food. Could be that serum of 2020. It could be something in the air. It could be dust. It could be any damn thing. Hell, it could just be just the thought of losing my job, whatever it is, but it's literally turning everyone into mutants. Like they're not human anymore. It's like when I look around here and I'm looking at people, I'm like, who is that and what is that? I'm looking at people and it's like, it's like people are just, I never thought people were normal here, but I'm just like, now when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at like, okay, I probably would never come outside again because it's like these people, and it's only gonna get worse. And I'm noticing everything, and most of the people that I'm looking at, I'm like, what is that? And it's like it's like they're trying though. It's like I'm trying to look like a human, or I'm trying to be normal, but it's like, clearly you're not. Like I'll literally see full-fledged mutants trying to blend it, and I'm like, you're a mutant, so I don't know what that's about, but when I say all of the check marks are there, I mean, the zombies are here. The zombies, check. Militia, check. School shooters, check. Weapons of mass destruction, check. Unruly citizens, check. Migrants, check. Chaos, it's all there. There's nothing. I think the only thing that's missing now is the whistle. And I don't know if it's one of those things, okay, do I wait for the whistle? Or do I just wait to just snap? So it's like, that's the part where I'm just like, oh my goodness, is this the quiet before the storm? And like I said, I'm appreciating the quiet. I appreciate the kindness, but I don't know if you start on your fortress, I guess it would be best to just get some soundproof and get, the whole window, what they call the blackout windows, and basically have it set to where, okay, closed, I am closed, But they call that bugging in. That means, well, you can't go out there because everything's going to be crazy and hell. It's probably going to be ramshacked anyway. If you call yourself wanting to go to these grocery stores, all those grocery stores are going to be ramshacked. Because they're getting ramshacked now before shit gets crazy. So I'm thinking like, wow, so you're not going to be able to go outside. You might have to stay in. So I'm thinking like, you just prepare for that. Just prepare for the crazy to where, okay, you don't have to worry about any crazy people. And I think for me, like, I will be taking no passengers, no prayers. And I'm thinking like, no, when shit hit the fan, I'm not, no. I have to flip with the time. Oh, you missed the Pink Jesus impersonator. Back at normal, quote unquote. Oh man, but I guess I'll take, I am going to take the quiet before the storm, because it's not like it's totally chaotic, and this is the time to prepare or to think and actually see what's really going on, because right now we're getting hit with all of these distractions. Okay, you got distraction, but it's like, while we're getting distracted, is anybody looking around like, who the heck are these foreigners? Mind you, we thought on the Democratic side, hey, there's foreigners in office. But Trump's friends are foreigners too. With Elon and that Vivek guy, like they give me, Elon Musk, he gives me Pink Jesus. Like, oh, I'm here to save the day with these reasonable electronics. And then he says, he's just the same guy that says, like, oh, AI is going to be the end of humanity. But here you are working hard on AI. And I'm just thinking, like, what? But I guess they figure, well, if I told you. I mean, they are telling you, but still, like, you don't have to have the AI, though. You know, you don't have to be the one with the damn technologies and tools needed to end humanity, you know. But I think they're dying to do it because they're billionaires and bored. They're like, why not kill a bunch of people? I mean, you can. Been doing it. And hell, Bill Gates to hell, where is he? Is he coming later when everyone gets hungry? Yeah, so that's what I've been noticing. It's like the strange activity as far as in office too. But I guess it all comes with the territory, you know. It's not a part of my plan. All I can do is get out the way, you know. So let them do their cleanup, because like I say, all this got to come crashing down anyway. So I guess once it comes crashing down, then we'll just have our own little kingdoms from there, because this is flying out the window, obviously. They're just going to go out with a bang or crash and burn. Oh, the money crash. How does something crash when this is, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess just pay attention to what's going on, like, worldwide. Even with, like, gold. I guess gold is coming up. Like, it's literally coming out the ground. I guess they would say, well, you get some places where it's, like, watery, or you catch it where you get, like, the edge of like, rivers and stuff like that. But I guess the Euphrates rivers, as it's drying up, it's, getting, like, gold is coming to a head. And I guess there's another overseas country, too. I guess their gold is coming out. Uganda or something like that. But yeah, the gold is coming out. So I guess if you know, I wouldn't report it too, though. That's another thing. It's random. And I'll be quiet because these queers are having a party. Very serious. They are. There's a bunch of niggas with titties that love to have noise. I don't. Well, I guess this is the weekend. But yeah, yeah, I wouldn't tell anybody because I'm thinking that's how people come up. Oh, I just found a mountain of gold. I'm like, okay, well, you're dead. I mean, I guess it would still be suspicious if you pull up with a mountain of gold. Where'd you find that damn gold? You know, you probably, you go to cash it in too. But I'm like, people say stuff to end up on the news, but really you will end up on the news, but not as somebody who found the gold, somebody that's missing. That's how you're going to end up. Because everybody, I invented the water machine, and now his ass missing. Or his machine is tore up and somebody else is taking ownership of it. I'm thinking when they come across stuff, they're too quick to report it. Yeah, so I guess if you stumble upon gold, shut your damn mouth. Unless you want to come up short. And don't be quick to cash it in either. I guess that's something you sit on until the gold comes out. Cause like, and when money's no good, I'm telling you really would get killed over that, because that's one thing that can't lose value, and that's one thing that they can't manipulate. Now with a piece of paper, well, hey, just tell them it's $20, and we fall for that. But with a piece of gold, like, people will kill you for gold, even if it is in the middle of Armageddon. So yeah, so keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it as far as like the whole world war, I guess. And there's no way to prepare for it. If these mugs got nuclear war and they got school shooter guns and criminals waiting to attack you and eat you up, I'm just like, and that's another thing too. And I don't want to sound eerie, but if you don't have a school shooter gun, it's kind of like one of those things, you got to match that energy. I don't want to literally keep saying, wow, you got to have a gun. I mean, unless you're literally like Bruce Lee with knives, hands, and fists, and even then, like, your arms are going to get tired, especially your muscles get sore, or if you constantly whooping ass, you're going to need a break. But I would say, just to save yourself a little bit of energy and just to give yourself a little bit more security, I would recommend having a school shooter gun, only because they're becoming extinct, and only because everybody else got them. You see what I'm saying? And you might not have one. Hell, the mailman might not have one, but the school shooters do. The migrants do. The serial killers do. The rapists do. You see what I'm saying? The human traffickers do. Yeah, no, hell, even the police officers, they swat me. They got school shooters. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. If you call yourself being in the midst of war, you just do it like that. That's like literally you're going on a vacation, or you're at the airport about to go Jamaica. Let's say you're going to Jamaica for a year. You got no luggage, no money, no phone. You know what I'm saying? At least if you can, at least get a school shooter gun and some ammo. Now there have been cases too where people are armed and they still get got. They literally get got with their armor on them. And I don't want to sound eerie or ignorant again, but they don't have a school shooter now, or they won't be needing theirs. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have one, now you do. If you read in between the lines. But yeah, I don't know. It's just all about where you are, time and place. Like I said, if you get out the way, you won't have to deal with any of this stuff. But literally in the midst of a storm or in the midst of crazy, though, the more people, that's going to be the more crazy you got to cut through. That means there's only 1 or 2 grocery stores around here. If you got 1 million people that's acting a fool, those grocery stores are going to be the first to go. As soon as the crazy hit, the grocery stores are out. Banks are already shut down. Or at least these out here, they're already shut down and boarded up. So it's like people are preparing. Or if it's not actual people, these damn businesses are preparing. What was the other one? Spirit Airlines. So they conveniently got shot up in Haiti, and then they conveniently, I think they said they went bankrupt or something. So it's something about the airlines too. So I don't know if people are, if they're buckling down now. They're, well, hell, things are about to get crazy, so I might as well shut down now. Just like how the banks are doing. Well, we're just gonna shut down, or we're just gonna say we got hacked. Keep your money, and then so. Actually, I heard that too. They did say withdraw now because it's something's happening with the money. And then more than once have I heard this, and more than once has it happened, where the banks will just take your money and there's nothing we can do about it. Deal with it. I think that's what Bank of America said not too long ago. I don't even think it was a year or 2 ago when they took people's money and deal with it. I'm like, wow, that's pretty bold, Bank of America. But I would say just brace and prepare. And like I say, if you can, get out the way. And if not, the least you can do is get a school shooter gun, because you will need it in the midst of war. And if you don't need it, the least you know you'll have it. You'll have that extra security. Because there's just something about, even if it is, okay, you're perfectly fine. There's just something about being unarmed in the midst of war. Like, oh man, you're going to be a target. Just because you're not armed. It's something about just somebody with their guard down. It's like you're going to be a target just because because you're easy target. It sounds sick, but in the game of war, there's no rules. And it is sick. Very sick. So I'm not saying, but if you got time to dick around right now, like say this is the quiet before the storm, just like how those queers over there partying, I'm thinking like, wow. Now I could be distracted too, but I'm thinking like, this ain't party time. And these mugs just completely oblivious to what's really going on. Ignoring the signs. Yeah, so. Yeah, but hopefully they are safe nonetheless. And just staying on top of the BS. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the tricks and the distraction. When a distraction comes, when basically something comes where it's not beneficial to you, what's really going on, And it's like, are we really? And the reason why I say that civil war is, because it's like, once the migrants, they won't have anything to lose, nor will it have anything to listen to, unless they got their own cliques like already here. Like I'm gonna click up with my militia here. They don't really have to follow any damn rules, because they won't have nothing to lose. They're illegal, and when it's time to act a fool, they're not gonna, they won't have any problem doing that. So that's why I'm thinking, like, while we're dicking around like and trotting around like everything's cool, it's not, because there's like I said, there's an eerie quiet in the air. There's an eerie, it just like, it's like a weird vibe, to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay all the way out the way, because it's like the people aren't people anymore, and then you don't know who is who. You don't know who was here to set up shop. I've been seeing a lot more Asians now. I'm not saying Asians aren't downtown, because there is a lot of Asian downtown spots, like as far as Little Tokyo and Chinatown and all that. But Asians in the quote unquote hood or the wild sides, I've been seeing a lot of Asians over there, especially on Skid Row. And I'm thinking, why are y'all setting up shop? And they probably setting up for their militia. Somebody did say, oh, China and Russia, they better coming in for next. And anytime you do see Chinese, and I can say this before I shut up, when you see Chinese in Jamaica, when you see Chinese in Africa, hell, when you're not seeing Chinese downtown, you're gonna see them come in and your ass gets pushed out. That's what I'm saying. So I don't trust. I don't trust them. Cause it's like 1 billion of them, and they can't be trusted, and they're sneaky. I don't trust them. Too many of them. Quiet, sneaky. Yeah. So I was saying, just be very mindful. Be well and be safe.